Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. It is me, Desiree, and today we are shopping my stash. I have been loving shopping my stash for about the last 2 or 3 months. It has been so much fun just kind of reaching into the drawer and pulling a random thing out, a random highlighter, a blush, a bronzer, and kind of rediscovering products that I already know I love, but I haven't used in a long time. And for example, I pulled out this palette this week, the Maybelline Nudes of New York palette. This is so good. And I did a video on this, I want to say like 2 years ago at this point. And it's a really good palette, and I always knew it was good, but I hadn't used it in well over a year. I pulled it out this week, and it is just, it's a gem. It's a gem of the drugstore. And I have been rediscovering stuff like this for the last couple of months, and it's been so fun. So I thought, you know what? I've been doing it for the last couple months. Let's make it a series. So I'm gonna try, I'm not sure on the timeline yet. I said timeline. So I'm gonna play it by ear either 1 week or 2 weeks. But today we're gonna be shopping the stash and trying out all the products. And then on Saturday, I'm gonna come back and do a little like keep or declutter on the things, and then of course mini reviews, and then shop the stash the next day again. So first things first, let's shop the stash. All right, so the first drawer here, we're gonna pick out a blush, and I can obviously kind of see the top, so I'm gonna kind of just like dig around in here, and I'm not looking. I'm just gonna kind of feel around. Let's grab something from the bottom. Oh, this is from In Studio. This is that brand from Walmart that I don't think exists anymore. Everything was like $1. This is the color Pink Lemonade. I actually really like this. Put that there. Next up, highlighter. All right, highlighter drawer. Let's just kind of, let me just go to the bottom. Let's get this. Oh, Becca. This is the Becca Luster Glow Powder in the shade Pearl Glow. I actually really like this. Haven't used this in a while, but it's a really pretty, I don't know, like light pearlescent pinky color. So this drawer is powder and primer. So I'm gonna try to feel around and pick a powder and then a primer. Let's see. Oh, here's a primer, the Glossier Future Dew. Well, people use this as a primer all the time. I actually only like this as a skincare product, but it's a primer for this week. And then powder, let's move that out of the way. Let's see. That's a primer. L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear. Next up, bronzer, one of my favorite steps. Let's grab something from the back. CoverGirl trublend So Flushed High Pigment Blush in the shade, High Pigment Bronzer in the shade Sunset Glitz. And for foundation, some of them I keep in this drawer and some I keep here over on the side in this little tray. But these ones I seem to pick from all the time. So let's go for something in the box here. All right, I had to move it around to be able to open the thing, but we're just gonna kind of pick one quickly before I feel it around. Oh, cool, the one from Dior. I haven't used this in a long time. This is the Backstage Face and Body Foundation. I mean, yeah, haven't used that in a while. Cool. And while we're at it, that second little compartment here actually has eyeliners in it, so let me grab one from there too. This is Laura Geller Make It Double Eyeshadow Stick and Powder. All right, and let's pick a setting spray since they're all right there, just so perfectly lined up. I'm just gonna kind of reach without looking. Another Laura, oh no, this is Believe Beauty. I thought this was Laura Geller. This is the Believe Beauty Makeup Perfecting Setting Spray. All right, next up is eyeshadows. I have eyeshadows in all 4 of these little squares here. So actually I want to pick something from this top one because I feel like I don't reach for this one that often. I'm just gonna kind of, I don't know, randomly feel around. Let's go for this. Oh my gosh, I haven't used this in forever. This is from Carli Bybel. Well, it's from Anastasia, but it's the Carli Bybel collaboration. I think I did a review video on this palette. I haven't probably used it since that video, so cool. All right, I actually forgot concealer, and I have them all here on this top drawer, so I'm gonna kind of just feel around. Let's get one from the back. Kind of just pick one. Number 7. I use this literally every day. I'm gonna pick something else. Benefit Boing Cakeless Concealer. I actually haven't used this in a long time. Cool, I love the packaging on this because it looks like a pencil. Alright, so I did already put on eye primer, the Morphe eyelid primer, my favorite. And I'm going to start with the palette first because I don't remember this palette and I feel like it's going to have some fallout. I think I'm going to go with the red one called Stev, or it's like a berry, like a deep red berry, that one there. And I think I'm just going to pick one of these shimmers here to put on the lid. Not blending amazing. I'm actually going to get some of that peach one that's right next to it called Cindy and kind of mix it. Maybe it'll help it blend a little better. I forget how soft Anastasia's eyeshadows are, and I use kind of scratchier, stiffer kind of brushes. I really like them for application, but they kind of do a number on soft eyeshadows, and I'm seeing in here already this is kind of destroying the powder a little bit. I'm gonna pick one of those two and just kind of put it on the lid there. Let me swatch them both and see what they look like. Ooh. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the one called Jode. That's this one here. That other one that's called OA, it's more of like really thin and kind of just a glittery color. And the other one is really shimmery. Oh, that is so pretty. Hope it looks like that on the eyes. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. Ooh, I love it. I love it. Wow, oh my gosh, this color, it's so nice. It's sticking on the lid perfectly. It's not going on patchy at all. Ooh, I'm probably fairly certain that this palette is no longer available, but if you have it, pull it out and use it again. Ooh, the shimmer is so pretty. It has like silver and purple and blue. It's this top big swatch right here. I don't know, it's so pretty. And it looks really nice, I think, with that like pinky red. I'm gonna do a little bit more of that peachy one called Cindy. That shimmer, I can't get over it. It's so pretty. Ooh, I really, really like it. That shimmer is just, it made the whole palette for me. It's so pretty. Lots of fallout. Oh, I didn't pick out a primer. Oh yes, I did. I already forgot. This is the Glossier Future Dew Oil Serum Hybrid. I only really love this as a skincare product. I think it's a little bit much as a makeup product, but I find a lot of people use this as a primer. I'm just gonna do a little bit on my skin. But actually, you know what? I think this would look really nice with the foundation that I picked out because this is a primer. It's gonna make my skin super glossy, as you can see. And I think with that foundation, because it's so like skin-like, and the glowiness I think is gonna show through really nicely. So you know what? I think these two might work out. But I would say with this, if you're gonna use it as a primer, start slow. It is really overkill if you use too much. All right, and the foundation, Dior Backstage Face and Body Foundation. I have this in the shade 1N. I really want to try the concealer that they brought out in this line. This is just one of those squeeze bottle type of foundations. I actually haven't used this in a while. I kind of just get stuck using the same stuff, and sometimes, like I have this drawer here, and where I'm going to put all of these for the week. I kind of just keep opening the drawer and grabbing whatever's there, and rather than grabbing something new. I don't know. I haven't used this in a while. I'm actually really excited to see how it's going to work with the Future Dew. There's that familiar scent. I don't know why all of the Dior Backstage stuff has like a, it's like a alcohol, perfumey alcohol scent. Even the powders, I don't know why. As you can see, it's very light coverage, very skin-like, but I think it works well with the Future Dew as a primer because it just stays super dewy. And sometimes when you use a like a dewy primer and then too like heavy duty of a foundation or like coverage products, it kind of completely covers up the dew, but I think this kind of works really well with it. I like it. For powder, we have the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear. They also say this powder works as a powder foundation. I'm kind of thinking I shouldn't have used this powder today because it like took away all of the glow on my skin, and I really liked it, but maybe the setting spray will bring it back. Let's do bronzer next. This is the CoverGirl Trublend So Flushed High Pigment Bronzer in the shade Sunset Glitz. I used this not too long ago, probably a few months, and I didn't really like it. I feel like it took forever to build up color. I just realized I forgot to use the concealer. You know what? I'll put it on under my eyes. I think I was just really liking the glow and like the skin-like look on my skin. The skin-like look on my skin. That I didn't want to use concealer. But I will use it under the eye, so I can at least use it today. I love it. I love the tone. I think it worked really easy, blended easy, looks nice. I like it. So far, so good. Let's do this concealer because I need some under eye concealer. This is the Benefit Boing Cakeless Concealer in the shade number 4. And this packaging is so cute because it kind of looks like a little pencil, like as if this is an eraser. Really cute. I remember buying this because I think it was one of Ulta's sale items. I don't know if it was a 21 Days of Beauty or what, but it was on sale and I remember that's why I bought it. What I do remember about this is that it was really, really thin. And now that I'm putting it on, it kind of reminds me a lot of the Maybelline Master Conceal Concealer. Just the way that it feels, it's super, super thin, but has a lot of coverage. Ooh. It might be a hair too light for me because my under eyes look a little too brightened right now, but I think it'll all come together and it'll work together, hopefully. All right, let's put on some freaking eyebrows already. I didn't shop my stash for any eyebrow products because I don't really have like a collection of them. I guess I kind of do. I have some gels and some pomades actually that I haven't used in a while. Maybe I'll throw one of those into the week just so I could use it. But for now, just using my usual stuff. My under eyes look like they're almost too bright. I don't know, it just looks like too bright. Maybe once I put some eyeshadow on the lower lash line, it'll kind of tone it down a little bit. And now while I'm thinking about it, let me grab a lip gloss. I always forget to show lips in videos because I don't put color on them. I just use glosses and stuff. And I always forget to show it. And I remember one time I was like, I'm gonna start showing the glosses I use, and I never did it again. So let me reach back real quick and grab one. So this is Milani Keep It Full Nourishing Lip Plumper in the shade Moonlight. How long have I had this? It smells fine. It actually smells like mint. It looks white, like it might be clear in the tube, but on the lips it has like pink and bluish kind of iridescence to it. It's kind of nice. And I love the way it feels too. It's like a little bit minty, a little bit just fresh feeling. I really like it. All right, let's do highlighter. This is Becca Luster Glow Powder in the shade Pearl Glow. I remember when I got this, I didn't want to use it because it was just such a beautiful like powder. The way that they made it look, I never wanted to use it, and I would only dip my brush into one side, which is right here. That's where all the brush marks are at. So that's where I'm gonna dip my brush today. Ooh, I like it. I feel like of all the products I'm going to be shopping my stash for, highlighters are probably the one that I rotate through the most, and I feel like I have less highlighters than every other category, although the drawer, it was still full. I feel like I know those ones pretty well, so every single one I pick out, I'm going to be like, I love this one. But the other products, I know for sure I'm going to be rediscovering some stuff, and I'm very excited for it. Blush is In Studio Cosmetics blush. This used to be a little line at Walmart, and I think everything was $1, and they had it for a little while, and then the display was sold out and they never got it again. This is the shade Pink Lemonade, and I think it's gonna go really nicely with the rest of the makeup I have on and tie into the eye look. Let's add a little bit of color to the lower lash line. I think I'm gonna go with the color Chai, this one right here, and then maybe a little of the berry in the outer corner. These are so soft. I forget how soft these are. And I think I'm gonna put the highlighter, the Becca highlighter, on my inner corner, because there isn't really a shade I want to use from the palette. And I think this color will just kind of tie everything together nicely. All right, setting spray and then mascara. I didn't shop my stash for a mascara because all of them are already open. But actually, let me just reach in front because they're all in this little hanging thing, this little like desk thing here. Let me just kind of reach. Trying to not know which one I'm getting. Maybelline Sky High, good old Maybelline Sky High. This is phenomenal, a phenomenal mascara. But first, let's use the Believe Beauty Makeup Perfecting Spray. This looks so similar to the Laura Geller one. That's why I thought it was Laura Geller when I first pulled it out. But, you know, they just both used the same Martha Stewart blue in their color. I don't remember the spray on this. Let's test it out. All right, let's go for it. Ah, I'm scared. Way more fine than I thought it was going to be. At first I thought I was going to have to hold it way over here, but I felt like I had to hold it really close. No big droplets. It was really, really fine of a mist. I actually completely forgot I even had that. Let's throw on the mascara. I don't love the way that the shadow blended, like that red color. I feel like I can see kind of like a kind of blending on the outer edges over here, but it's fine. That Believe Beauty setting spray, it has a scent that I have noticed throughout the skincare line from Believe Beauty. I've been using all their skincare. I just gotta use the sheet mask. I keep forgetting to use it. And the face wash has the same scent as this setting spray. It smells like a chemically unfragranced product, if that makes any sense. Kind of like a funny chemical smell. This must be like a fairly new tube because I feel like it's taking forever to build up. And I find that with this one, when it's brand new, it's like a little too wet and it doesn't build on itself well, and it doesn't start getting good till it gets a little bit of air in it and dries out a little bit. But I do really like this. I'm totally fine with that. I just gotta take forever to build it up. All right, and that is the completed Shop My Stash look. I love it. I love the way that all these products worked together. I was actually kind of shocked that I picked stuff that seemed to make a little bit of a cohesive look. A lot of the time when I just use random things, I'll get like blue eyeshadow and red blush, and it just looks like too contrasty. But I think everything here worked really well together. I'm kind of loving it. So I'm really excited to use these products all week, and like I said, I will come back here on Saturday and talk about whether I'm going to keep or declutter any of this stuff. Spoiler alert, I'm probably going to keep everything. But that is that. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know if you shop your stash regularly. What are some products you're using now? I would love to know. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And I'll see you later in another video. Goodbye.